bring the museum back to life.
You know, people sit out on the front porch hoping people will come by.
Go forth and do good. It's insane. I have the most understanding wife in the world.
I treat everybody the same thing.
Oh, that's the other thing I love about Marietta. It's like a melting pot.
You are listening to Marietta Stories. Each week, veteran podcaster Bill Nowicki brings you the heartwarming, interesting, and fun stories from the people that make the community of Marietta, Georgia, a place to call home. Here's your host, Bill Nowicki.
Hey, I got Courtney Spees here. Hey, Courtney.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're launching. This is episode 1 of season 6 of Marietta Stories. We're teaming up with the Visitors Bureau, and on the first episode, guess who I have? You're nodding your head. No one can see you, but it is the Switzer Library.
Very exciting.
Yeah, well, you know, they did all that renovation, and it took way longer than most people thought it should. Did you know that?
I was not aware, but
It's a controversy.
Good things come to those who wait. So I'm sure it's beautiful and great for everyone now.
It is, and it's a terrific space, and the people can hang out there. And now that we're coming out of COVID, at least hoping to come out of COVID for good, it's a great place to bring your kids and hang out. And I really enjoyed meeting Alexandra Beswick, who's from Massachusetts, which is interesting too, I think.
That sounds great. I wasn't.
No, I don't know. Thanks again for teaming up. And how do folks get a hold of, like, let's say they're listening to this podcast for the first thing they know about Marietta. How can they find out more?
They can go to our beautiful website. It is visitmariettaga.com, or follow us on all forms of social, and that's just searchable by Visit Marietta GA.
Great. And yeah, you poured your heart and soul into this wonderful website. You can download and add to your calendar all the activities in Marietta. It's really, really cool.
Definitely recommend everyone to check it out and see what's happening in Marietta.
Great. And welcome to season 6, everybody. I don't know. That's perfect. No, I liked it. So we have Alexandra Beswick. She's, funny story, she's originally from Wellfleet, where my mom and dad's house is on Cape Cod, but we are here at the Switzer Library, brand new renovation.
Correct. And
Yeah.
It's taken close to 2 years to get the
Yeah, I heard about it on Facebook. It was like,
Yes.
when is that thing going to be done?
When is it going to be done?
It's done.
It's done. So this is where we're at right now is our meeting room. It's pretty much the same. It got a facelift and new technology. So
Yeah, but the library itself is pretty big compared to other
it
libraries.
is the largest one in Cobb County. So, and this location also has the administrative facilities, technical operations department as well.
Okay.
It's about 64,000 square feet, and it's 2 floors.
Yeah. Meeting room is available for, how do you rent it? Is it?
You go to our website and you look for meeting rooms on the website, and we have the policy procedure on there. It's available to nonprofits. Minimal rental fee of $25, and you fill out the application on there as well.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I should be a nonprofit. I'm not making much money. But anyway, forget about that. Fresh floors, new stuff, huge TV. You have the overhead projector. I'm sure it's Wi-Fi.
Correct. And with the overhead, because of COVID, everything became so sophisticated for virtual meetings and programs. We have a means of actually the audience virtually interacting with whoever is presenting too. So that's a
Really?
nice feature. Yes.
Cool.
So you
I
can
didn't
do a
know.
podcast here and have somebody interact
That's what
with
we
you.
should do, live podcast.
There you go.
We can have a panel discussion, you and me in the front. Yeah, so we're starting at, if you go in, it's on the left when you walk into the lobby. But these are all the back areas.
And so we used to have 2 meeting rooms here, and we only have 1 meeting room now. We were the only location that had 2 meeting rooms, and what we did is we moved the computer training room from downstairs to upstairs. So this is new for us to have this on the main floor, and this will be used for staff to teach computer classes, for us to work with CobbWorks. Also Goodwill to do computer classes for people who need skills, or if we have somebody who wants to come in and share some sort of program with their friends. But it's primarily library functions and staff training, so library programs and staff training in here.
Now that you have all new HVAC systems and stuff like that?
That's one thing people don't realize is everything that was done. You come in and everybody has really just fallen in love with the renovations. It was basically down to the studs and up to the ceiling joists, I guess they are.
Yeah.
And
Now, is the Georgia room moved?
yes, it is. We'll see that too.
All right. Yeah, I thought I saw. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, the lobby, what we did is made it so that people aren't permitted to eat in the library. So if they are eating a snack or something in the past, we used to say, please take that outside. But now we can ask them to bring it to the lobby instead of saying you have to go stand out in the rain or whatever. So.
And for those who don't know, the Switzer Library is about a half mile from Marietta Square, right across from the National Cemetery.
Correct.
Beautiful location.
Yes, and the Georgia room actually overlooks the National Cemetery, so it's a
Cool.
very appropriate location.
Now, who decided, did you get to decide where things were going at
Yes,
the
we were very fortunate with that we had a lot of say in where things were located in the library, and
So important for librarians.
yeah, and I tapped into all the departments here to see what they wanted, so we were able to make almost everything happen that the departments wanted. We have smaller staff workspaces now, but the library is for the patrons. It's not really for us. So
Cool. You got kids looking at us. There's kids all over.
we
And a
went from
beautiful day.
three service desks on this floor to one. So
You have the plexiglass.
yep. So this is Miss Monica, Miss Vanessa.
Say hi.
Hi. This is Bill
Marietta
Nowicki. He's doing.
A Marietta Stories podcast.
Wonderful.
So he was very kind to come out and chat with us.
Yeah, so we have to do it all voice stuff, so it's a little difficult. How do you like the new space?
Well, I did not see it beforehand, so but I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's a huge library.
It's a huge library. It has a lot of space, a lot of windows now. We can see outside the trees.
Yeah.
And the more important is patrons are very happy.
Good. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. All right, let's keep on going.
So we'll go over this way. This is a maker space for adults. This is This is brand new for us. So in here the vision is we have sewing machines people can use, a 3D printer, laminators, a little device that will turn your old slides into digital copies. We'll be adding to that as well, but our intent is to bring people in to provide programs and for staff to provide programs too. Or if somebody only has like their kitchen table at home and they want to get their sewing group together, they could come here and do that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything's on rollers, so you can
Yes.
move things around.
Yes.
Very nice.
Flexibility for the future is very important.
Right.
This is our accessibility services room. Oh, it's locked.
Everything's locked.
I know. When there's nobody in there, we lock it up. There's some neat equipment in here, and this was formerly located at Windy Hill Parks Developmental Facility. And so in here, the staff helps those who have potentially developmental disabilities, hearing issues, vision issues, anything that's a challenge. We have a Macintosh, which is provides vision awareness and then sound. We have a machine that will enlarge, another one that reads. Right. So it really is here to help those who have challenges in life that may be physical, developmental, or anything. They just want to come in and hang out and calm down with a little fish bubbler.
Yeah, it feels so calming here, doesn't it?
Yes, sometimes we need that too.
I bet.
We still have the largest book collection here at this location too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So we have a large reference book collection that doesn't check out.
What do you think it is about digital and versus books? You think there'll always be a place for books in this world? I mean, real books you can hold?
I think so. Even if they're just historical books at some point, especially because of COVID, so many people were not checking out books, and we were really pushing digital services. Right. That usage has skyrocketed with us as far as being able to read books or listen to books digitally.
But your thought is we're always going to have books.
Well, yes. We might not be checking them out, but there may be like the National Library, you'd have books there. Right. We might not have any more, but they will. Because what we're seeing, this is a family computing room. So in the past, we'd have like adults come in with little ones, and the little ones start screeching, and they're getting tired. They're getting tired. They've been there for an hour or two, and so the adult would be like, I'm trying to finish my resume. They start stressing out. So we created a room where they can come and work on things like that, and the kids have something to work on too. So
Yeah, it's like the cry room at church. The other thing I like is it's like Marietta City Schools. When I talk to those folks, they accommodate the world versus having you fit into their box.
Correct. And working with everybody from every walk of life, from infancy to senior citizens, so you have to learn to accommodate people, or you get into this because you're there for service. It's not about reading books, it's about serving others. So,
Not my librarian back in 8th grade. She was kind of mean.
No, I had one of those too.
She'd go ask Alice. I remember she went through the book and cut out all the bad parts.
Oh my goodness, no, we would not do that here.
That's a long time ago.
Yes, mine. I started out being a shelver in my town library in Wellfleet. Really? And I would sit there, and I was the one who always did the picture books because nobody else wanted to do those little skinny books. And so I'd look at the illustrations, and she'd come back and say, "You're supposed to be shelving those." This is Katie Nelson.
Hey, Katie.
Bill Nowicki. He's doing a podcast.
Hi, how are you?
So this
Good.
is the new Georgia room.
What do you think of the new Georgia room? Did you know the old one?
Oh yeah, I worked in the old one and now I'm here in the new one and it's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah. You have a view.
I know.
They have a view in the old one too, but this one is just, it's really perfect for, the Georgia room is local history and genealogy. They gained some space here. They were able to pull out some of their collections like Native American and African American, but then they have this wonderful view too, so.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. Yeah, high ceilings, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. This was always kind of an odd spot in this atrium area, so it really is perfect for their entry. So and the Georgia room. And Katie's a real expert with like genealogy and local history. They have machines that are computerized to read microfilm, microfiche, newspapers that are on those formats. They have computers in here for researching. They have a number of wonderful databases too to help genealogists.
So you could get like the Marietta Daily Journal from the 1800s?
Yes, you can. So that's a good question. And the same with like the Atlanta Journal.
Right. Yes, plenty of history.
And we're in the process of starting to, yes, there is in Marietta. From the Northeast, you wouldn't think that first moving down here, but there is a lot of history in the area. So you'll see the Atlanta Journal going back to 1886 on microfilm.
Looking for something fun to do? How about axe throwing? My friend Dan Fisher down at American Axes has the safest, best place to go in Marietta to throw axes. They even have a mobile unit that can trailer out to your location. American Axes is off of Franklin Gateway along with Go Forth Goods and Schoolhouse Brewing. In fact, they'll bring beer over to you from Schoolhouse while you're throwing those axes. I've been there several times, both from people from work and other friends, and everybody loved it, even the hesitant ones. Takes a few minutes to learn. They have great coaches, and you'll love it. Make your reservations today at American-Axes.com. Make sure to select Marietta Stories Podcast when you say how you heard about them. Now in a new location on Chattahoochee Road Northwest in Atlanta. Check it out. It's time to check in with my friends at Johnny Walker Realty. Let's hear from Johnny Walker himself.
Kind of made it through that small business process into a, mid-size growing real estate empire.
Oh, I don't know about that. We're not trying to take over the world. We just want to be able to do a little business in Marietta and Cobb County and the surrounding areas, and we have great agents that work with us, and if it wasn't for them, none of this would have been possible.
Let's hear from one of their agents, Patty Kendrick.
Made you decide to come over to Johnny Walker Realty?
It was just a good fit. A lot of these people worked with me in the past. We're all old Marietta folks and support each other, and that's about it.
What do you love about Marietta?
Oh, I've lived in Marietta my whole life.
So you don't know anything?
I don't know anything else.
Well,
I guess all the love and support that everyone gives each other.
if you're going to buy or sell a house, check out Johnny Walker Realty. That's JohnnyWalkerRealty.com. They're at 600 Kennesaw Avenue, Suite 200. Give them a call, 678-626-0403. Cool. People are smiling in here. It's a good sign.
And it's just so light and bright. When you were talking about the HVAC, all the ductwork was redone, ceiling tiles, LED lights, plumbing.
Efficient, I'm sure.
Yes, definitely. A lot of the infrastructure of the facility was updated too. Down here, they have aerial photography, they have maps, so they have some of the Sanborn fire maps too.
You don't like standing around too much, do you?
No, I don't.
I can tell you're a quick walker. It's good. Yeah, so the Georgia
If
room.
you want to stop anywhere, that's
No. So, like, who did, like, the cases?
The cabinetry over there and here were created by the county's cabinet shop. So they have their own cabinet shop. It's a little tiny place, and they do excellent work. It's just amazing. It's too bad they didn't have more people working there in a bigger shop. Like these tables are refinished. So these were pre-existing tables. They put new tops, restained the legs. All of this cabinets in here with the black tops were redone. They used to have the teal tops on them. All of the shelving out here, which is nonfiction, they cut all of that shelving down. It was 2 feet taller. So they came in with levels, cut them all down. I mean, like, what is that, laser levels. And then the cabinet shop created the end panels and the top panels.
Nice.
And then they created this casing. They got a contractor in to do the glass work.
Let's get a picture while I'm thinking about it.
Okay. And then they created all of that cabinetry there, too. These are study rooms. They're very
So
popular.
that the one in what's the name of the library over on off of Powder? The one that has all the like pottery classes.
Sewell Mill.
Sewell Mill. They have small rooms. These are huge.
Yes. When we were looking at design and going back to your other question about being involved, what we took was what people were coming in looking for, which were spaces to study, spaces to have little meetings, lots of plug-in areas, wireless, you know, just clean, bright, and safe. So it's really about meeting spaces.
Yeah, we're still on the top floor.
So this is a reading room.
That's huge.
Yep, so this is where the Georgia room used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you can see everybody's enjoying having the electricity.
Yeah. All right, but you still have your old CDs.
Yeah, we do. We're not adding to that collection. You know.
How are you transitioning to the digital format?
So we have streaming movies. We have downloadable books. We have a lot of databases. You can get the Marietta Daily Journal and the Atlanta Journal-Constitution online, like the actual paper. Same with magazines.
Really?
You download those to whatever, your computer, your handheld device.
That's cool. Is there an app?
Yes, there is an app.
What's the name of
it? For the books, it's Libby.
Oh, okay.
But the company is Overdrive.
Okay.
And then the library itself has an app too. We had that power outage last night.
The elevator's wonky.
No, the elevator did not work.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't know if I had a power. I wasn't home.
no, I did not have a power outage.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, I did not have one.
Yeah.
I'm about 10 minutes from here, so it's really so down.
Oh, here we are.
Down here, this is our teen space. This is brand new. This is where we used to have the audio visual, so the DVDs and the CDs we saw upstairs were here. Had you been down here before? And then back here was the computer training room, but now they have a maker space too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, how does the maker space work? Is it sign up?
Yes.
I want to learn how to use the sewing machine.
Exactly. Hello. Hey, Angela.
Wow.
So it's pretty much the same as upstairs, but with things that teens might be more interested in. Like, so we have a little microscope. We have beads for them, a button maker. So Because it's brand new for us, and we're trying to work on a system-wide policy and procedure for the makerspace, because North Cobb has one too. So it makes sense to keep that consistent throughout the library system.
So cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And it's open to the public.
Yes.
I'm sure there's probably a form you have to sign. Right?
Yes.
And so in case you jam your finger in something.
Yes, there is. That's one of the things we're working on.
Oh, I got you.
It is like a release from liability, I think it is. Yeah. But then that has to go to the county's legal for them to review it to make sure it's okay.
The whole design is cool. It's modern.
Yeah.
Colors are vibrant. It's not like your old library. You want to hang out.
Mm-mm.
What's the hours now?
Okay, so currently it's Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday and Friday is 10 to 6, and then Saturday 10 to 5.
Can't bring your coffee though.
You can, as long as it's got a lid.
Oh, very good, man.
It's the food that can.
Okay, I can handle that.
So this is the children's department.
Children's department.
Mm-hmm. They have an awesome new program room. They used to have something that looked like a little closet without any windows. They have a garage door that will go up. So if they get a lot of kids in there, they can open it up to accommodate more. Cabinet shop made all that cabinetry.
So do you want kids to come from daycares and or schools?
Yes, if they're coming with like a classroom or a daycare, they call in and make an appointment. Sometimes they'll do a separate story time for them, or right now we're still social distancing with the story times, so they might be able to accommodate that with social distancing.
Terrific. Yeah, you got quilts on the wall and stuff. Very cool. All right.
And all the bathrooms are new down here too, and we went with individual bathrooms for safety reasons with the kids instead of group bathrooms.
Cool. And how many librarians work at this particular branch?
Actual librarians or staff?
Staff.
There's about 30 of us here.
Really?
So that's full and part-time.
And you're in charge of everybody?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in charge.
I hope it didn't sound so surprised, did I?
No. I have 2 other branches that report to me as well.
Really?
But all of the department heads here and their staff are pros. So,
It's not like a lot of care and feeding.
Correct. Some days there are, if somebody's having a bad day and they just need to let something out, I'm there for that. So we have the plaza, which has been completely redone.
Oh, wow. Let's check it out.
Yep. And we have doors that go out there now.
Yeah.
So the doors were never here before.
Oh, the kids have like interactive computers.
Yes.
Yeah, look at it. I never realized it.
Yeah, the old plaza was starting to look like a war zone, you could envision graffiti and things like that. But this is just such a beautiful space, so that we can do story times on cooler days or programs out here. Could even do little music events out here.
Terrific. You have a little statue. Is that new too?
No, she's been here a long time. She started outside back in the late 80s, 1980s. Went inside, and then we had a perfect spot to put her back outside with lights that highlight her at night. So,
cool.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yeah, definite spot to bring kids, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love libraries with kids. All right.
What's the entire tour?
Yeah.
Other than back where all of the behind-the-scenes action goes on, if you want to go back that way.
No,
Okay.
this is good.
You want stairs or elevator?
Stairs.
Okay.
Let me ask you a couple questions about Marietta. What's your favorite local dining spot?
Oh, my goodness.
Lunch.
Lunch? I go home and let my dogs out. Seriously.
All right. Dinner?
I just went to Two Birds last week, and it was really good. Yeah.
What did you get?
I had, there's a pizza with cheese. It's just cheese, and I love cheese. So I had that pizza, and I had their dessert, which was like donut holes. And it was really good.
Cool. How about a date night? What would you do?
Here in Marietta?
Yeah.
It would be nice to do, I like the art walks, so if we could do that again, that would be good.
Yeah, that's coming back.
Yeah, are they doing it this Friday? It's the first Friday?
It's First Friday. Yeah, they probably.
4th of July weekend.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, what other questions did I ask?
We have Raymond talking about Rubik's Cube over there. We're going to have a Rubik's Cube tournament here.
Oh, really?
Yes. And starting a cube club for like teens and tweens.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Another Marietta question. So let's say someone's thinking about making Marietta their home. What were you most surprised about when you moved down here? Or what do you think is the coolest?
Yes. This was about 15 years ago. So I had a stereotype in my mind of like peanut fields. I'd never been to Georgia before. So I came down, and that's when Marietta Square was just starting to take off. And for me, it was seeing that they had a vision for the Marietta Square and for Marietta itself to make it a destination, but also that it was a walkable downtown area. It was relatively easy to get to from different places. There's a wide variety of housing options as well, plus all of the wonderful libraries. I've been a librarian for 31 years now, and about half of that has been here. So right there, it tells people something about the library system, about the people that work here, about the people who come in. One of the things I love is the diversity here, the diversity of people, which I did not get. I've worked in Rhode Island, Colorado, and Vermont, and none of those places had the diversity of people that you find here. So
yeah, that's what I fell in love with too. It's a very diverse area.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Now the traffic, not so much.
Right, but I don't go many places if I can help.
Yeah.
Especially on a Friday night.
Yeah, no, that's when you said date night. I'm like, stay home.
Right, that's probably true.
Because Marriott has done a great job of promoting their events.
Live, work, and
play. And
did you go to the concert last Friday?
I did not. That's when I went to Two Birds with my colleagues to celebrate finally opening Switzer Library. But they had seating for all of us. And, it was my first time there. Good food. We had fun. Yeah.
Great. Well, appreciate your time, Alexandra. Sure. And I'll have this out and let everybody know that Switzer Library is wide open, and we're looking for you
to
show up.
Coming out and responding to my saying, hey, would you like to do this?
This is great. There's a lot of people who are like, what the heck's going on with that library?
Yeah, I know. Is it open yet? Yeah. We're still not yet to where we 100%. Were pre-COVID. We just did our statistics for the month of June, which is our first month of being open, and we had 9,000 people come through. Wow. So that's not bad, but we'll keep going up from there. But
great. Well, best of luck to you, and it's a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, check out the Switzer Library. It's open every day except Sunday. This is Bill Nowicki saying thank you for listening to Marietta Stories podcast. Go to mariettastories.com. We have a special speak pipe out there. You can leave your story on there with a special gift potential. Check it out.